over here. I'm gonna isolate some of these pixels. These are my pixels now. This is my pixels, my spot of the map. All right, so as a kid, right, up until like 6, I legit just thought I was whammon, right? Okay, from 6 until like, I mean, I guess now I wanted to be whammon, right? But from 6 to 11, I was with my mom, and she essentially raised me like whammon. So I already wanted to be whammon. She raised me like whammon, and then when I transitioned, she wants to raise me like a boy. It makes no sense to me, dude. It was like literally, it's like she got what she wanted in the end, but she didn't want it anymore. It's very weird, you know what I'm saying? Whammon. I was like probably, I don't know, I was fucking young, right? I was between 6 and 11 years old. I was a tiny little bean. And I was trying to rationalize how I would live the rest of my life as a male. And I was trying to pray to God, and I was trying to like do some fucking witchcraft, and I was like trying to do black magic and shit. And anyway, so I legit thought that I could maybe turn into a girl with magic, you know, because I was a kid. But the part of me that was trying to rationalize potentially living the rest of my life as a male was basically smothered because my mom in this time frame had basically taught me to hate men. She would sit me down and tell me how horrible men are. And by the way, to her at the point, I was a boy. Like, how fucked up do you have to be as a parent to sit down your kid and tell them people of that gender are terrible? Like, at one point I was like, wait, mom, but like, what am I supposed to do? She got confused for a second. I was like, that's like, how could you do that to your kid? It's crazy. You know, it's so selfish. It just makes no sense to me, dude. Makes zero sense. And it's like, maybe she's had bad experiences, which she has, but that doesn't mean that you should make that your kid's problem. That's a huge fucking no-no. That's a huge no-no. On the other hand, my dad was raised homophobic, and when I came out, you know what he did? He went to a therapist for the first time in his entire life. To kind of like rationalize what was going on, and he changed who he was and how he saw the world specifically to accommodate me. Dad. Yeah.
My mom told me that when I was born she was sad cause she thought I'd be a daughter and she'd secretly do my hair up while my dad was at work.
I was supposed to be female as well. I don't know if I'm intersex. I'm not sure, but apparently I was like, I clutched it. Apparently I was supposed to be female. All the lab images or whatever they're called said I was gonna be female, and then I came out, got a nat fucking one. Aw, damn it, dude. Damn those dice, brother. They giveth, they taketh. You know what I'm saying? But I actually am happier. And this might sound like cope, but this is years of me considering who I am, what I'm doing in life, where I want to go, and what it means to be who I am. I legitimately, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart, I'm happy that I was born the way I was. And I'm happy that I'm trans femme as opposed to cis femme. Because in my thought, if I was born cis femme, I would have become more like my mom, who she used to be. And it doesn't necessarily mean that even though that would be my ideal birthright, it doesn't necessarily mean I would be living in a happy place. And I legitimately don't think I would be. It's kind of like, I see it like, it's like not like, obviously it's like the best case scenario, but it's kind of like, it's the better of two evils, if that makes sense. I legitimately believe that. Yeah, different life experience. I'm a completely different person, and I just genuinely am happy with who I am, and I'm happy being trans. Yeah, I think being trans is like not something to be ashamed of. I think in itself is a fine thing. Like I said before, like being trans femme is not a compromise to being a cis woman. It in itself, it's quite special. It's good.
Don't have babies under their arm, right?